Welcome back. We want to start with the nation.
Today is Thursday.
Human technology errors, not sabotage. Not UTME. See this Thursday.
It's YK.
We should bring this YK Thursday.
You told me.
Court dismisses First Bank's applications in suit against GHL. Allows students with pending loan applications to write exams, federal government tells institutions. South East PDP threatens pullout from the party. Reforms making Nigerian accessible to investors, says UK envoy. And court dismisses application filed by General Hydrocarbons Limited to compel Deputy Chief Registrar to serve the orders of court on parties to the suit, including Nigerian Navy and others. Okay, which story starting with the nation?
Let me just quickly do this GHL and the First Bank. They all are done too much.
I don't understand. The two of them always use the same paper.
I'm telling you,
both sides of the story.
I like the court dismissing First Bank's application, calling it an abuse of court process, and also dismissing that of GHL, saying, you know, the matter was already functions official, was already before the appeal court. Why are you bringing the same application back to the court? It's like big men with money. The lawyers are cashing out.
I'm telling you,
that's how the matter
it's a good time to be a lawyer.
Summarize it that way, because to add the details would bore people.
Okay. So the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, that's JAMB, yesterday admitted that some errors marred this year's Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, that's the UTME, and he attributed this to a combination of human and technological hiccups. The organization had ruled out sabotage, said they were not sabotaged. So the JAMB registrar, Professor Isaac Oloyede, said the hitches were discovered after the review that they had to carry out. And as a result, the board had said that 379,997 students will have to rewrite the examinations in Lagos, Imo, Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi, and Abia states. They will have to resit. And this would take place from today to, I think, to the weekend. So the Professor Loyede, who was a former Vice Chancellor of the University of Ilorin, you know, while he was talking about this, shed tears in front of media, and he said the affected candidates will receive short message service notification. He said it was a combination of human error or technology, and they were sincerely sorry that what should have been a moment of joy has changed due to one or two errors. They apologized sincerely to Nigerian students, parents, and schools that were affected. And he says this is not a case of sabotage. The oversight was by one of the two service providers that they had contracted, and it was inexcusable. So he says he apologizes, he takes full responsibility for what has happened, and this will not happen again. So many of us saw the video, and a lot of people were calling for his head. Some said, let's forgive him, at least he took responsibility. Others are saying, no, he should resign. That, you know, the case of a student who had lost his or her life. I'm not sure if it's a girl or a boy, because he failed.
Okay, so our hot topic, so we'll revisit a bit later. So I was having the British High Commissioner, Dr. Richard Montgomery, has said the reforms President Tinubu's administration are increasingly making Nigeria accessible for foreign investors. Montgomery was speaking yesterday at the UK's New Economic Growth Agenda meeting. He spoke and he was saying that, let me get his specific comments here. He agreed the World Bank's recent economic outlook and said that now the UK sees growing opportunities in Nigeria for a combination of reasons, but the main ones are the exciting economic reforms underway. So let me turn to those. And I've been very public previously about commending the big and bold economic reforms being taken by the president. We all know about the abolition of the fuel subsidy and the unification of the exchange rate system. These economic reforms are paying off, and these economic reforms are now making Nigeria more investable. And I realize that some of these reforms are ordinary citizens are very painful, but we see that inflation, though still high, it's now 20%, and they see that it's going to come down in the coming months and years.
Okay. So I took the PDP, the Southeast PDP threatens to pull out from the party. You know, the PDP have got a reconciliation, or not a reconciliation, they have got this body to try and settle matters and look into, led by Bukola Saraki. So the Southeast caucus have said they are going to pull out if they don't make the former, unless the former national youth leader, Sunday Udeh-Okoye is appointed the national secretary. So you know, there was this Anyanwu that he went for, what do you call it, the governorship of Imo State. And so at that time, he lost his seat as the national secretary. But when he didn't win, he now came back and he says he's still the national secretary. He said no, it's okay. So that, you know, they're having this battle, and the court had said they should go and settle it. That they can't settle it for them, they should go and settle
internal
it.
democracy. Yeah.
Yeah. So the South East PDP are saying, look,
him or nothing.
It's him or nothing, or we'll pull out. And we have been very faithful to the party. We have been there for you. You either take it or you're going to lose us.
Okay.
So PDP
see how that goes.
has another
internal issue again. Now,
The Punch, mass failure, jam bus sweeps as human error forces Lagos and Southeast resist. PDP crisis worsens as Southeast caucus malls defection. Waike just took that story. Afrima 2025, AU award host city rights to Lagos. NNPCL didn't remit 500 billion naira revenue in 2024, says World Bank. And rising insecurity, Tinubu governors to deploy 13,000 new forest guards nationwide. Let me take the Afrima story. So Lagos has been chosen by the African Union Commission and the International Committee of Afrima to host the 2025 edition of All Africa Music Awards. The Wednesday statement noted that the city will host leading and budding African music stars, creative industry professionals, international media members of the diplomatic corps, and fans of the African music around the world. At a landmark event held at the headquarters in Addis Ababa, Afrima detailing the event, key dates and milestones that will lead up to the grand finale, which will take place November 25th, 2025. The Afrima 2025 is anchored on the theme Unstoppable Africa. It's a good theme, but why is African Union involved in this? I didn't think that.
Yeah, no, it's Afrima now.
I know it's Afrima, but I didn't think that the African Union was part of it. I'm seeing that for the first time this time around. Let's take
No, they've been involved.
Let me
in it.
quickly take the federal government's
still in Punch.
Establishment of armed forest guards.
Okay.
So President Bola Tinubu has approved the establishment of armed forest guards to secure Nigeria's 1,129 forests from terrorists and criminal gangs. This is announced by Special Advisor to the President on Media and Public Communications, Sunday Diary. And the Office of the National Security Advisor, as well as the Ministry of Environment, have been tasked with overseeing and ensuring the full implementation of this. I think this is more than welcome. You see these forests where they hide. It's about time we commit and bring everybody out.
Okay, let's go on a very short break. When we return, we continue with the review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.